Alright, hey everyone, it's Chris Shelley, and we're here with more racing here. Cup cars at Rockingham. Had a ton of fun at this one. Let's get into it. So, starting off, spun the tires a little bit. That was immediately when I learned do not start or restart in first gear. You're not going to have a good time. I just tried it and it was absolutely terrible. Too much power in these cars, not enough grip to make that stick. Not on this track. So, off to a solid start. Besides that, we started third. Honestly, it's actually not really a solid start. We started third and back to, looks like, sixth right now. So, not exactly as good as it should have been. That's fine. Get passed by Ryan Vargas. Ryan takes that fifth spot away from me. But he's got a long way to go, and I'm pretty sure I can get the spots back. I'm pretty solid in the long run. Did a lot of practice with this. It's very interesting. You got like this weird thing where it like really gets loose on corner exit, but it's also kind of just there's no grip really on entry either, so you're just struggling all around. It's really fun. Like it's a pain to deal with, but it's fun. You can see, so I'm shifting in both corners at the start of this race. I felt like that was just giving me the best sort of throttle response, but then I realized, well, I'm not really getting that much benefit from it, and it's kind of just putting me at risk. So I think at some point I did stop shifting, at least in 3 and 4, and eventually I think I stopped in 1 and 2, I believe. You see, I have in the top left, I have this, the gear tracking thing, so it tracks what gear everyone's using. You can see, so a lot of people aren't really shifting around me, but there was the guy in the 7 car, he was. So, as we approach lap 6, trying to catch this guy, just settle it into a rhythm. Not really too stressed out here. I'm expecting a couple cautions, so I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna bunch back up. Let me just make sure I get the the early race jitters out of the way, and you know, hang on to it. We catch up a little bit to Ryan Vargas here. There's this lap car that came in, and I don't know if he like jumped the start or something. It's like he came in for a stop, so. And that's when we get a caution.
I was hoping you were paying attention there, 17.
So with that caution, let's jump forward here. Coming up on a restart here. Coming to restart lap 12. I'm actually the only one in second gear. But I think second gear is fine, don't you think? Something tells me second gear is fine. Maybe by the car just, you know, absolutely binning it into the wall and taking out half the field in the back might be an indicator that it's not a problem to start in second gear. All right, here we go. So coming to lap 16 will be our next restart. Starting 5th, restarting 5th. Get a nice second gear start, and we're off. '21 tries to fight us up here on that high side. I noticed the high side was actually really strong, especially this 21 car. He was really ripping the top. You can see him getting in the wall a bit though, but it's just you get so much momentum coming off of these corners. Now, if you remember watching my ARCA race here at this track, you remember like eventually the top line became dominant. So here we have a little bit more yellows, so the bottom doesn't heat up as much, so it doesn't become dominant to just run up there. But definitely, I think for sure, you can make some moves up there. And we'll see a lot of that later in the race. About on the 8, he's hanging strong on the outside. It's tough to make the pass here, even tires. Remember, no one stopped on either of those yellows that happened earlier, so still on the same tires from the start. You can also see the tires up in the left. You can see what tires we're on. Everyone's on the ones from the start. No one's pitted yet. There's that 21 really hopping up to the high side. I'm just trying to run the bottom. So my line, I really tried to sort of 1 and 2. You should take sort of a diamond approach, right? It's very flat on the initial entry, so you have to sort of throw it in, use the banking in the center, and then cut down off the corner. You don't want to exit too high because the banking really falls off. You really only get banking right in the middle, and that's where you want to do most of your turning for 1 and 2. 3 and 4, that's a lot more supportive on exit, but it's a very sharp transitioning into the banking on entry. So what I try to do is sort of aim for trajectory at the yellow line coming into turn 3 there. Here's a 7, gets loose. He started struggling with the handle. I don't know if he hit the wall or something, but let's get around him. Get around him. I don't think we see him the rest of the race, if I remember correctly. So we're good. We're good. We're good with that guy. Up to P5. We take that. See cars moving all over the track. This is a really fun track to race, guys. Like, I would definitely recommend this combo. Really, really fun. Difficult, challenging, but fun. Let me actually go to, I'm going to flick through some cameras here. Let's go in-car, and I'll walk you through my line here for the majority of this race that I sort of took. And so you exit high when you start turning in really low to get to the yellow line before the banking really steps up. Exit, try to clip that yellow line and exit low. 3 and 4, I go a little bit after that rock. I hit the brakes a little bit. Try to enter low, but it's okay to wash out a little bit through the center. I think there's still a lot more speed running the bottom in 3 and 4, like the very bottom around the yellow line, if you can. But it's okay. You don't really lose anything for running the center. And I think it's sort of a balance. Definitely don't want to go as high as I did that previous lap. I think you probably want to look at something about this line right here. I think that's the ideal. 3 and 4. Now for braking and steering, braking I'm going, you can see 30% brake, then trailing off and step into the gas. Now I'm stepping to the gas because I want to make sure that rear sticks, so I'm sending more weight to the rear of the car as much as I can. Fairly similar in 1 and 3 and 4. 3 and 4 is faster than 1 and 2. I believe it might have a little bit more banking, and the banking is there for longer, so you really carry more speed through it. So you make this outside pass work on the 8 car here. Give us that 4th spot. Let me hold that real quick. Now, leader in the 1 car, Mr. Aaron, yeah, that guy's gone. He's out chilling out here. But we still got some moves to make. 21 car gets in the wall. Okay, I'm thinking maybe now's my chance. That was a pretty good hit into the wall. Let me try to make a move on the bottom. Now he's been running the outside a lot, especially since the start of the run, so I'm thinking I should be a bit stronger than him right now. Keep in mind, running the outside usually wears your tires more. The only reason it would work is that you're sort of able to get more grip and use a little bit more steering angle, have more slip angle in your cars. I didn't mean to touch him right there. I didn't expect him to enter that low. I don't think it made too much of an impact, but we did get him. I was just trying to use up all the track. See him shifting aggressively there. Trying to get to me. Does not. So, up to P3. Now, my lap times aren't bad. You can see we're not that far off the leader, even though we are battling. Looks like he was a 10th faster that lap. Let's see what we clock in at this time. 5.38 to the leader, having a 24.497. Not bad. We're fat, and that makes the 2nd fastest car on the track from what it looks like. Let's try to get back around Ryan Vargas here. passing is tough. You can hear the 21 car also slamming into the wall. He's really getting that. For all the times he hit the wall, he did not like slow down as much as I really expected him to. So props to him on that. So slower laps that time. 24/7s. So trying to set up a traditional pass, gonna take a lot of speed on corner, trying to take a lot of speed on corner exit and really get a run on him. Ryan Vargas beat us that last couple of laps, so it's gonna take a bit of work to get around him. Did beat him that lap. Fastest lap out of the top 3 for that one. You can see a lot of downshifters. You see here the leader's downshifting. Ryan is downshifting. I'm staying in 5th. At this point, I realized I'm not gonna get the response I want from 4th. I don't need that much power on exit anyway. So I'm thinking, stick me in 5th. Stick me in 5th gear. Stick me in 5th gear and I'm fine. I'll step up to the throttle in 5th. Had some success with that. See him running. I'm putting a lot of pressure on him. I try going under the high side and whoa. Also a surprise. It really pushed coming on into corner entry, but I somehow do not lose that much speed, which is surprising. Like I matched his lap time here. So I'm like, okay, let's move up to the high side and try to make some moves here. So got car wrecking down on the bottom. I don't care. No yellow. We're going for it again. High side. Not as high this time. Gives us a great run. He checks up. I don't even know if he checks up or if he just had a mistake or if he's like defensively trying to hold me up. But I had to check up, not run him over, and cautions out. Right before we get the pass off. So that's a little unfortunate. But we did find a little bit more speed on him, and we were able to set up a move. Now we're just gonna have to see what we can do after we get out of the pits. We did run about 30, approximately 30 lap screen on these tires, so I think everyone's gonna be coming down pit road here. All right, so here's our stop. Should be fairly straightforward. Just get into the stall, no mistakes. I haven't done too many races with pit stops recently, so even the B fixed races that I did that had yellows on, they did not have any sort of cautions. Actually, no, there was one where I made a stop. There goes Vargas. We're off. We hold off this 8 car on exit, and we're good. Enter 3rd, come out 3rd. Alright, on to the restart. Once again, I'm the only one up front in 2nd gear. I'm not messing with that. I'm just going to floor it in 2nd. Everyone else can gas up for half a second in 1st gear, but not me. Didn't get a terrible restart here. Just got to make sure we clear this 8 car. That's going to be the difficult thing. Outside is so strong, it's going to be very tough. Drives in a pretty deep because a lot of good minimum speed here. So I'm thinking 12 cars coming up on me. I need to defend the top. So let me just tuck in behind them. And then I actually go up to the outside and power by him. Look at this. Ooh, I was so scared of that. The banking just falls away. You think your car's going to go straight coming off the corner. And there we go. There we go. There we go. Get the pass. Give me that P3. Now let's go get Ryan Vargas and hopefully the 1 car. I don't think we can. I don't think we have enough time for the 1. Coming up on 16 to go. If I flick back to chase view, let's go my line again. We're gonna trail brake off, but step to the gas. And I'm doing that in 5th. Some people are liking it in 4th. I think at this point I was just like, let me just stay in 5th. There's no reason to jump down to fourth. All you can do to avoid going down to fourth is just jab on the gas a little bit more. You're at that point when you jab on the gas a little bit more, you're getting about the same power response or same amount of force, weight transfer wise, back to the rear wheels. If you jab a little bit more in fifth as opposed to jabbing a little bit less in fourth, so it's similar. It's not the same, but it's similar. Torque response is gonna be a little bit different and things like that, but I just like the way it makes my car handle. I don't want to push the rears like that. Ryan's still shifting. We beat him a little bit that last lap, but the leader is gone. He's flying. Here I tried sending it a little deep, running the middle, seeing if that works. Got a little bit. We do have a little bit of time to experiment with it. Worked out pretty well in 3 and 4. Ryan's going a lot higher on his diamond in his 1 and 2. I don't think it worked that well. And I try soaring way up to the high side. Now here, it's a good, I think it's about even. I do like it as a line that lets me sort of build more momentum. And if I'm trying to set up a pass, it's important to build momentum. $11 laps to go. Long trail break into picking up the gas. Not a lot, nearly zero coast time. See him always, he was always trail braking or just getting to the gas there. A 9.72, faster than Ryan, almost matching Aaron. I'm sorry if Aaron or you happen to have the same name as this one car, the leader. I'm sorry if I'm messing that up. Let me apologize for that. Nine to go. Let's take a look down the bottom. That was not gonna work. I jabbed pretty hard on the gas there to get it to slow down, but I carry a decent amount of speed through the center, and we almost come up on him in corner exit. Now Ryan jumps way up to the top side, but comes down, and I'm just flooring an off corner exit, and I get to his outside. Now I've got to really make this stick. Coming off the corner, and boom. So much grip right there at the very top of the track in the center, on top of 1 and 2. I just blew past him. Let me hold that second place real quick. You can see almost staying with him, barely matching his times, just a little bit, actually beating him a little bit. But we don't have enough laps. Second place finish. I can't complain. Really happy with this way this race turned out. A really fun race. Had some fun battles. It was great battling Ryan there. Not very often you get to drive against a NASCAR driver, so. Oh, that was 2 laps to go. This is the last lap. I choked to this lap 59. You can see 24/7. Just didn't really have the speed at that point. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys learned something. Hope you were entertained a bit. I had plenty of fun racing this and going over this replay. Please like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys later.